Hi everyone. Oh, first thoughts. So glad to be back in the cabin. I have been making a little bit of art. I have been making a lot of small art, and I wanted to just say that one of the main things that I've come to accept after having a break and being restricted somewhat with what I could do, only having the kitchen table. When I say only, some people might have less space than that. With limited supplies, not the energy to get up here, then I really experienced that block that I'm here, I've got everything around me and nothing's coming. What helps is knowing that it will pass, and you only know whether you're going to have an art flow or a block by going to the table, coming into your studio, wherever you do your art. So long as you go there, you will find out what's in store for you creatively. Will it be a phenomenal flow, or does it stutter, or nothing? It doesn't start at all. It's good days and bad days. It's good mornings, bad mornings. But what I think you need to know, and what I have reinforced, is that it doesn't actually matter, because if it's not working today, it probably will work tomorrow. The creativity that's within you, right in your soul, is there, and it doesn't go away. It might just have a rest, it might not feel like coming out today, but it's there. So do not think that it's gone and you've lost it. You haven't lost it. Maybe some days it's just a case of go and do something else. Fill up the creative tank with other things maybe. Obviously, I want to say the most enormous thank you for all the amazing prayers, good wishes, good vibes. I felt it. I am so grateful to everyone. I thought I'd just film little bits when I'm feeling like it, and this is a little bit. I have had a message from a lovely viewer who suggested using wallpaper lining paper, and Craig has gone off running some errands this morning, and fingers crossed, I put it on the list, he might come back with a roll of lining paper, because I thought what a fantastic idea that was. I was thinking easy to make a concertina, easy to cut it to any size you want. You can make a sketchbook. I'm interested, I keep meaning to Google the GSM, what is the weight of it, but I will see what might possibly come back and share that with you. I've managed to do 1 or 2 sessions on the easel. It's very interesting when you have to go a little bit slower. For me, just seeing very slowly what kind of marks come from all of these brushes, and it's quite interesting laying the brush flat, not too much control. That's a nice slow exercise if anyone's feeling like a slow exercise with their brushes. I have the lining paper. Photograph is called Anaglypta lining paper. This is a 10-meter roll, and it's 1700 grade. I'm not quite sure how that equates to GSM, and it was £6. In the UK we have a hardware store, a DIY store called Homebase. So I think there were others to choose from. So we're ready with the roll. We're ready to roll. I've just put down some black paint and I've just got the most raggedy old bit of sponge. And I'm just I've never done this before. I've never used the sponge before. The lovely florals that are just sitting here. I mean, look. Look what you can do with a bit of old sponge. Wow. I really like, and you will love, the unexpected nature of it. It's nice to have something to just act as a guide. Just this is mark making. Right, something's saying I'll leave that and come back in. I've got a fan brush. I'm not sure what this is. It's just a sponge. I've got some water on there. That's a nice mark. We can start to get in a different tonality. Quite like that. Remembering differences, something opaque, this is much more translucent, watery. A new day, and looking at this morning, obviously with that much water, the paper has cockled, not too badly, actually, not too badly at all, and that could be pressed. I've got choices at this point. I can keep going in the black, whites, greys, the tonal monochrome, or it dawned on me that I could take off the clips, roll it over the board, gently clip it, oh, says she, and just keep going, just keep going. Yesterday I had a disaster. One of the frames fell against it and ripped it, but I could collage, I can put some collage material, I could even do a bit of a sew job. So maybe that's what I'll do next. I'll just come down, I will somehow think about bringing these in, these marks in, and have another play going down. Such good fun. So as usual, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this, and I hope the camera's in the right position. I've mixed up a primary red and some white, and it's quite a watery mix. This is just a bit of old card. I've just been distracted. Rocket's rolling around like a lunatic on the grass out there. All I could see were these fluffy white, I was going to say arms, legs up in the air. I'm just kind of looking at the gerber. I really had fun with the different tools yesterday. So I thought I'll give that another whirl. Let's try. Oh, look at those legs. Oh gosh, it's on the floor. Right, I'll pause here and just quickly mop the floor. This is a ready mixed pink. Paler pink. As I'm doing this, looking at that pink, it puts me in mind of the fantastic staff at the Peggy Wood, the breast care department for Maidstone and Tunbridge Wells. The surgical team were wearing fuchsia Crocs, and what a fantastic, caring, dedicated bunch of professionals. I have nothing but good things to say. waiting for that to dry, I thought I'd just share with you a little bit of the card work that I've been doing on the kitchen table. I've been coming back to a little bit of portrait work. I really like her. These I took from, I think I've got 2 left of the small, if you've been following, of the small St Ives florals. I like her. And her. I've been trying to push on with cards because in August, at the beginning of August, I have an exhibition with Carmel Yearwood. We ran a joint exhibition last summer. We had such a nice time. The last thing I wanted to do was to have to cancel, and I'm so glad that I didn't cancel. I didn't know if I'd have the beans for it, but I think that by the time August the 3rd comes around, I'll be on form, and Craig will very, very kindly help me with hanging, all the carrying and lifting. It's been just the best focus for me to have that to look forward to and to think about and to do little bits towards. I got tired and a little bit distracted yesterday afternoon and left brushes dried up, so I've got to work hard to get those back to some kind of soft bristle. I've stepped back to have a look, and I think I've mimicked what's going on outside with this green and the pink. This green is one of those, I've talked about them before, the really cheap neon paints. They're called Art Studio, and if you're in the UK, that you can find them in the range. Because they're not very pigmented, I just like the effect of them. So that's where I am at the moment. I'll let this dry, and instinctively I want to just keep shuffling up to see how much I can do. I could end up with a 10-metre roll. A 10-metre roll painting, and I woke up this morning thinking, what is the outcome? And then had to really quickly remember, this is not about any kind of outcome, this is just about enjoying the process. And there are some elements here, particularly that, and I like something here that I can home in on and maybe repeat, maybe use this experience to improve a painting further down the line. Morning everyone. I haven't got very far with this. Yesterday I put in tentatively a white floral, and I quite like that, so I think this morning I might do a little bit more, do more whites. I have to keep reminding myself, sometimes everything looks one size and you need to vary. You need big things, small things. I'll keep going with it. It's not going anywhere, so I can take my time and enjoy it. And if I do get really frustrated and stuck with it, I'll simply wind it over and start afresh. I'm absolutely loving the idea of having this roll. I have, let me put that there, I have really hard boards to lean on, and I also have, I'll pull it out because I've got a hard board, I've got all sorts stacked up on there. But you can also just get, this is very inexpensive foam board. So if you've got your easel and you don't have a board, use foam board, and that will enable you to be able to roll it over. I wish I had the viewer's name to be able to credit her for the lining paper. So if you're watching, please give me your name in the comments so that I can give you a shout out for that. So this morning I'm going to put in, I might go with slightly larger white florals on top, and then maybe I'll leave that and wind up and start a fresh section, or wind down and work on something on the top section. I'm going to leave it here though this week because I'm running out of time and I really want to get this video out for Thursday. So hopefully I can show you progress next week. Next week I've got a few things that I can share that I'm going to be taking down to the exhibition. All the work that I did pre-surgery, post-surgery, on the kitchen table, a lot of it has been framed up and it's going down to the exhibition. And the one thing that I have neglected so badly is the website, the web shop. So after the exhibition, it's my intention to probably completely refresh. I want to put all new work. I keep telling myself, Gaynor, one thing at a time, one step at a time. So exhibition coming up, which I'll continue to work towards. And then following that, I'll reassess everything I've got and really start working towards building up some new work for the website. I've got a lot going around in my head, but I can share everything with you as I get there. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing this week, I hope it's a really good week. Lots of creative ideas, lots of creative flow, and if it doesn't flow, don't worry, because it will come back. You haven't lost it, it does return. So have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you again for watching and subscribing, messaging. All those wonderful messages made such a difference to me. I will see you next time. Bye for now.